How many flushes can we flop, guys? Jesus, it's late. How many flops can we flush? How many flushes can one man flop? Okay. We're gonna put the Battle Royale in this top slot here so I don't fucking miss any hands. I have heaps in the Battle Royale here, guys. Just absolute mountains in the Battle Royale. Simply annihilating. Let's shove on this guy. He's got a big ass bounty and I have ace king. Quite close to the money up here in the Battle Royale, so I'm going to raise a little bit light. Also, both these guys, I could just bounty them, which would be nice. I don't know if light is even the right word for that hand. That hand's pretty good. 2 off the money, 5 out of 17. I don't know what the min cash is. I do know that I have a shitload of bounties already. And we're calling this. I hope we're good. Hope we bink or hold or whatever we need to do. How about both? Ballot, bink, and hold. How's that sound? That sound good to anybody? Sounds good to me. All right, we're gonna limp blind versus blind here. That is the literal nuts, is it not? Sure looks like the literal nuts to me. So we start with a check because this is a texture he should stab a bunch, and that enables me to check raise. So I can have a few different draws here. I could have like picked up some hearts to go with my 6x or something like that. Pretty credible for me to have a few different draws here, I think. He folds a turn. Unfortunate. Pretty sweet line for me if I do have some sort of draw, but I actually had it, so I would have preferred action, and it's all right. Now, we've made the money. We've made the money in this, the Battle Royale, and I'm just getting so many hands here. It's sick. Just check back with trash, make a boat. Easy game, easy game. All right, so he checks a turn. We are going to go for big bets, I think, and just try to get max value against Queen X. Maybe greedy. Maybe I should just go for 2 small bets. Either way, 290K from 20 with a fucking huge bounty. I don't even know how much that's worth, but I assume a lot. A nice one, folks. We got a nice one here, boys. We got aces in the big blind against a phone player. Does it get any better? Let's find out. Limp re-raise one time. Okay, limp call. That's a start. We do have the backdoor nut flush draw. Six pairs. That's probably good for me. He's not going to check raise very many 6x's. So it counterfeits some of his 2 pairs. It blocks a lot of the other 2 pairs. So we'll see what he does on the turn. 22. Definitely calling 22. I could even raise. Flush comes in. That is worrisome. He checks. Maybe it's greedy to go for value here. But we're going to try. He did not call the river. All right, up to 350. We got about 350 in that one, folks. All right, up here we raise. He calls, and we flop pretty well. We're going to see bet. Okay, we're going to bet twice. And then we'll check the river, I think, is the game plan here. Yeah, I'm not going to go for 3 with this hand. Got max value. So we got a nice stack in the ACR warm-up. This is the one that I won 2 weeks ago for 45K. We'll think about it. Up here, I'm going to call. I 3-bet this guy. This guy called 4 shoves. I have to call with the bounty equity and everything. Can I get there? Ace or 3? 3! No, we got a big spot up here, guys. We're going to call this guy shove, and then if the other guy reshoves, I will call that as well. Hold. No! 8, 8, 8! Fuck! It's a big pot. Fuck, shit. We're dwindling here, folks. We flopped really nicely here, so this might be our comeback hand, or the start of a comeback, or something. We're going to bet real small here, like... We have the best hand both ways by a mile, but we don't want to give a completely free card, I don't think. We can give a cheat card. Everyone folded. 200K. I would have loved to have just got that guy, man. We'd be down to 9. I'd have 350 or something. I'd be close to my high point. I would have got a fucking huge bounty, but just a stupid cooler, and he flopped it. I mean, yeah, could have easily gone the other way. You know, I could have had the 7s and he had the 9s. All right, up here, ace 6. Oh, we're gonna raise the button. God, these fucking ACR tables. Every time I hit a fucking F key, they just rearrange themselves. God damn it. Tiny 3-bet. That's like a really, really ridiculously small 3-bet. I don't know if I can fold any hand of that size. My hand sucks though. Let's figure this out. So we're getting almost 3 to 1. It seems hard to fold with literally any hand here. I guess we have to fold the turn. Sixes now, all right. That's a good flop. Come on, give me my chips back, buddy. Just jam. Yes, hold. Boom, there it is. There it is, folks. We are back in business. Still only 258, which is not as much as I would like, but it's something. And we got his bounty, so that's a nice one. That's a nice one. We'll take it, I guess. I call the button. He 3-bets, I call. We will check back the turn, and we'll see what happens on the river. 7's good. Yes, ace king. Perfect. Nice. A big pot there. We will take it. We got a pretty good value, but the flop bet. Could have tried to value shove the river or something, but that seems a little bit ambitious, doesn't it? Ooh, boy, here we go. Another final table, folks. Another final table. The Battle Royale on Winamax. I will get the payouts up on the break, which is in 3 minutes. So I'll wait for you guys to see the final table, and then we'll get these payouts up. But it's going to be a big one, I think, as a 200 euro buy-in. I don't know how big. Might not have been that big of a field, so maybe it's not that much. But the bounties are pretty nice. And as is the case in all of these progressive knockouts, half the prize pool, of course, is going to be in bounties. Wowzers. Too much going on to check now. Hold, please. Yeah, nice. Why would you 3-bet that out of the big blind? What are you, fucking stupid or something? There are times to 3-bet out of the big blind. That is not one of them. That is emphatically not a good 3-bet out of the big blind. Up here we've raised the button, big blind defends, and we flop a gutter ball. Small c-bet. He calls. Turn is an ace. Bad turn for my hand, good turn for my range. So that means we're betting. Oh man, when you're hot, guys. When you're hot. This is just insane. This is so unfair for him. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Did that guy ever get screwed? When you're hot, boys. Unbelievable. In a good way. So I busted that guy, and we're down to 6 on that run out. Like on different run outs where certain other cards hit that are a little bit more credible for me to represent, I would probably bluff. I should probably just bluff anyway, though. I'm probably just being an idiot. Probably just being an idiot. This is a good flop for me, I think. I'd call the small blind. I hope the big blind just folds. Okay, he does. 2 of diamonds. That's not great for me, but it's not great for him either. I still have a pretty strong hand. I can certainly flat like a decent number of random suited combos pre for sure. If he does bet the river, I might get away. I don't think he's gonna bet the river very often. There it is. So I'm only beating like, he bet the flop into 2 people. I'm beating like some hand containing just the king of diamonds as a bluff. There's not too many other obvious bluffs for him. And I'm not actually that high in my range. I can definitely have better than this. So I think I fold as played. Pretty rough spot, though. I don't know. Now we're going to defend ace 7-0 and flop poorly. Ugh. Lost 10s to 9s in one of these power fests. Fuck. One of the smaller ones, but still annoying. So our hand should be good. I don't think he has ace high beat very often. Occasionally, perhaps. Yep, we got him, folks. We did it. We did it. All right, down here in the ACR warm-up, he shoves blind versus blind. I'm going to call King Queen. Nice. Ship it. Running it up bigly here, boys. We were running it up bigly. Over here, I defended 5s. It would have been like almost 40 bigs to rejam. That seems kind of spewy. Turn is Jin. We're going to bet 1/3. Sure thing, bub. I'm 3rd of 4, pretty solidly 3rd. Ooh, this is kind of tempting. I'm not getting a great price. My hand's not that good. But that bounty, man, that is a nice bounty. That is a good looking bounty there, isn't it, buddy? I think we can find a better spot, though. All right, up here we're going for the old limp stab, and we got there on the turn, boys. We got there bigly. It's going to bet 1/3. I want to keep as many of his hands in as possible when we have a hand this good. We failed. All right, next hand, ace 10 on the button. Pretty strong. We will call. I could also jam. I think calling's fine, though. The hand flop's fine. So this is better for my range than his. So we'll just see what he does, I guess. This guy's betting. Odd. I think with the SPR being what it is, I'll just give up. And then here we want a nice big pot. I made a straight with 6s. I'm up to 600k. So yeah, we're just going to give up the flop, I think. I do have the backdoor nut flush draw. But the problem is if I call flop, then we'll be facing an all-in bet on the turn potentially. And I obviously can't really take that on pretty much any turn. It's also going to be kind of hard for us to bluff him very effectively. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, here we go. We got aces. Aces. All right. With this one, I might just call. The other guy shoves, so I guess we have an easy call. I do indeed just call. Nice, nice. I think he covered me slightly, so I don't get his bounty, but that's okay. So now I'm chilling. This guy's real short. I am roughly tied for first, actually. Yeah, he's going to sleep in a couple minutes, guys. I don't get too excited, but... Oh no, he says as soon as I say that. Oh no. Yeah, you gotta go to sleep, buddy. It's the middle of the night. What are you thinking? All right, folks. Well, we're gonna be back in a minute, but we have a nice stack here in the Battle Royale, 845,000. We also have 600k in the Primetime Winamax, just going my way lately. So we're down to 3, actually. This guy has the chip lead. I'm in 2nd, and this guy is in 3rd. We are not folding anybody here, folks. Maybe if it goes shove and then shove over the top, that's the only way we'd fold. But it's not going to do that now, is it? No, it is not. If this guy 3-bets, I'm just going to stuff it. Pretty sure. I think he's just fucking with me a bunch here. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. Could have just called. Could have just called. I think I'm letting myself get beat up a little bit if I just call there, though. It's a spot where he should be 3-betting quite a bit because of the short stack. And yeah, you can make an argument that like I should probably just be playing tighter because of the short stack, but you can't take that too extreme, especially with the bounties in here. So I think it's okay. Obviously, it fucking sucks turning ace king, but he has. It's not like it's the first time he's 3-bet me out of the big one. He's done it quite a bit, and just picking up that pot is really valuable. So I think it's an okay way to go out, but obviously it feels kind of bad in the moment. 3rd place in the Battle Royale. All right, ace jack suited on the button here. I'm gonna min. A call, of course. There it is. All right. Big flip coming back from break. Almost 500k in the ACR warm-up, which I won outright 2 weeks ago. I'm 7-96. Let's win it again. I think we're far enough ahead of his range for this to be okay. You can watch the rest of that video on the YouTube channel, !YouTube. YouTube.com/bparispoker. We're hopefully gonna have this replay up there as well after I win it. Just won that hand 8 out of 52. in the ACR warm-up. He fumbled. Tom fucking Brady fumbled. He's just trying to make it even more epic. They're just going to force a 3 and out. Or is that like a... I don't know if that's ruled a fumble or if it's ruled like something else, but... He got owned right there either way. Not going anywhere. Not my river. I only beat like Jack 9, which I block. Queen Jack. Clubs. I do block some clubs with my 8, but that's not super relevant because he'd probably check those. So I have to be good 1 time in 4. How many value combos does he have here? Ace King? Does he even play Ace King? He shouldn't have that many value combos here. Like sets. I block one of the sets. He could have 2 pair. He could have like King X of clubs. Aces. Maybe he value shoves Jacks and Queens and like Ace 10. That's possible. I think this deep in a tournament, probably not. How many hands is he 2-barreling the turn with, though? Clubs.
Bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right? When the world
King Jack. King Jack, what the fuck? What are you doing on the turn?
That's not what I was told.
Really? How in the world do you have King Jack there? That was just a ridiculously played hand by him. I think my call's got to be correct if he's barreling the turn that wide. He's going to show up at the river with all sorts of fucking nonsense. What's up, R. Shooting Barrett? Thanks for the host, man. How does he have King Jack of all the things? So they got the field goal. So now I need a touchdown plus 2-point conversion. And then they go to overtime. And then I need to score the first touchdown like I did last year. Maybe I should have bet small again. It's hard because I just block all the good cards. It's hard to get value there. So I probably should have just bet small again. But like, what am I really encouraging to stay in? I don't know. Nothing super relevant. I'm just going to shove. I could also just 3-bet call, but I think on those stacks, just shoving is pretty reasonable. So we've already made back all the chips we lost on that river call. That's just... How does he have King Jack? 25 out of 30. Here's the payouts. Tens is quite good. 14 bigs. I think I'll just shove. I'm still going to shove. I should have waited a sec, though, just because we're on a payout jump bubble here. He's not going to call anyway. Yep. All right, cool. Back to 550. Nice. All right, we're all in. Another spot I probably should have tanked a little bit. Okay. I'm going to fold it anyway. Yeah, 4:30 a.m. You don't feel like tanking. I think we'll shove if it folds to me. Definitely shovable. All right, 27, there it is. Uh-oh, we got a call. Oh, I flopped a flush. I don't have the ace of hearts. Sweet. 1.2 million. Just like that. 4 out of 27. We might be doing it again here, folks. We might be doing it again here. So top 5 is 5 figs. Winning flips at 4:30 a.m. Connor with the min raise. We have an easy call. A trivial call. Is he in the chat? I don't see him unless he's like not logged in or something. Maybe he doesn't know it's me. He might not know this is me. Pretty bad turn. This is a rough spot. He can just bet like chunks and like really fuck me. I mean, in terms of like ranges and GTO and everything, I'm almost certain I'm supposed to call. But like we're deep in a really soft field. I don't really want to be playing these like super high stakes guessing games at this stage of the tournament. I could have check raised the flop to try to avoid this spot. Maybe. Check raising flop is kind of nice because it, you know, pushes our equity a little bit while we're ahead of his range. But I mean, our hand is pretty good. Like the 9 of spades interacted fairly well with the board. As our, what was it? 2 spades on the flop, right? Or was it two diamonds on the flop? I don't know. It's fucking late. Either way, I think check calling flop is fine. But yeah, we just get kind of fucked on the turn there by a turn like that, especially against him. Like he's good enough to know he can just bet there. Really puts my range in a lot of trouble. And I think in terms of like where I'm at in my range, I am supposed to call there. But I am not really willing to like make a big call on the river in that spot with the ICM being what it is. So I think I'm just gonna fold the turn. Tough spot, definitely a very tough spot, and it's unfortunate to be up against someone like him this deep in a big tournament. I'd rather play against a bunch of fucking idiots, but hey, we'll just take these low variance spots against the less good players. Let him get the better of me a little bit. Okay, so here's the structure. Yeah 10-20 with no ante. Like, we don't need that, man. Get rid of all these levels. Start it with 50, 110. That'd be fine. And then add, like, real levels. Like, just go 60 to 80. Like, this is ridiculous. 40, 50, 60, 80, 100, 120. It's absurd. Gets out of hand so fast. Ooh. Ace Queen hits the showers. Feel much, much more confident now. We're going to defend for the minimum. How many flushes can we flop, guys? Jesus, it's late. How many flops can we flush? How many flushes can one man flop? Could have gone smaller. If I had King or Queen high flush, I'd probably just check call. I think with the 10 high flush, there's some merit to check raising, and the sizing is so small. Like my check raise size only has to work like 35% of the time or something to show a profit there. Yeah, like I don't think he's gonna multi-barrel that often if we just check call flop anyway, and I don't think he's bet folding like any ace X. So like basically, yeah, I think if he's just folding that flop check raise, we didn't really miss out on anything by check raising. Basically, I'm gonna shove, I think. No snap means we're good. Oh shit, no it doesn't. Oh, hold! Oh, yes! Holy shit. I would have played out the same if I called. I would have just check raised, got it in, but 2 out of 18, yeah. No big deal. Just 3-outering people to win this again for the second time in 3 weeks, hopefully. So that was crazy. That was crazy. Just like last time. Last time I got it in better. Call, okay. Woo, 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 woo. All right, we're gonna start with a check. Now we start betting. Could bet smaller. There's a lot of draws out there though by the turn, so. 3 out of 15. 3 out of 15. There we go. Jacks. Quarter pot. I do have to fade 3 overcards, so maybe quarter pot's a little bit like greedy, small. But keeping him in with more hands seems fine. Now we'll start betting on the turn, I guess. Betting more. So if I bet 369, that I think that's big enough. Could have just gone small again. I could have just gone like quarter pot again. I don't know. Get another chance. Get another chance with jacks again. Perfect. Now we're 3 million, 2 of 14. Aces in the big. Here we go. Aces in the big blind, folks. Here we go. Let's hold. Alright. Sure. Guess that's only fair. Think this is good enough. Seven. I don't know. I should be just like smashing his button range there, so I think I have to go with that. Maybe I could ICM fold. Maybe it's only like 11 bigs. The fact that I'm even considering ICM folding is kind of absurd. But I guess you could think about it. Clean flip though. Just had to win it. Can't call this. So if this guy busts, we'll be down to 12, and then we'll make the next jump at least. Not happening. I mean, the thing about the sevens is, like, I could fold, I could preserve my stack or whatever. It's fine. That's all well and good, but, like, this is like a hyper turbo, basically. You can't pass too many of those spots. You're not going to just, like, be able to fold this stack into top 5 or anything. You're going to have to win a lot more, like, all-ins and flips and shit. Yeah, this is not a replay, guys. We are deep again. Unfortunately, this time I lost the flip, and, ooh, okay. Please fold. Shit. I don't think he's that light here. I have to get through these 4 guys, too. I think I can find a better spot than that. I don't know, maybe. Because he's raising into a short stack in the big blind, but he doesn't have to necessarily be stronger than ace jack. But he hasn't really been raising much, right? On UTG versus UTG1. I hope I can see showdown. I would like. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, UTG versus UTG1, and with the short stack in the big blind. I don't know. It's very close. Maybe I should just go with it. I probably should just go with it. Probably should have just gone with it. But then I also have to get through 4 people behind. Like, if I was later position, I would shove. I'd go ace jack suited. I'd go ace queen O. I don't know. Maybe I should go with ace jack O too. Ace. Wow. Showers for you, buddy. So we're down to 11 now. I need a hand, though. There it is. There it is, boys. There's my hand. There's a shove from that guy who kept min-raising me. Let's hold. Nice. He hit the first runner, but he couldn't hit the second one. Whew, that would have been ugly. That would have been a fucking ugly way to bust this tournament at 6 in the morning. 7 of 11 now. We're back in the middle of the pack, sort of. A little on the shorter side, but nothing that's not achievable, you know? I think I'm just going to shove. I don't really want to raise call with the ICM. I don't want to raise fold. I want to see what happens at this other table first, though. I'm almost out of time bank. Here's the other table. 9. Okay, so that guy's showered. That means I can just jam here, and even if I bust, I'll get 9th. Then we'll be at final table after this hand, regardless of outcome. Unless I bust, of course. Alright, final table. No, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. It's 8-handed final table. We're down to 9. So I didn't make the final table, but I did make a pay jump. 3,200. So not final table, yes, pay jump. Holy hell. Wow. It's either this or call. I don't think 3-betting less than all in is even remotely an option. And calling seems questionable that I would even have a calling range. It's not just like straight up aces. So if I'm going to flip my hand face up and then call him at the big blind overcall, that seems kind of bad. I think I'd rather just shove. That's not a flush. Where's my flush? I have made a full house. I think I have a lot of floats on the flop. Flush draws, random, like, I mean, he bet so small on the flop. I have a ton of floats by the river that have to bluff. So I think trying to value bet big makes sense there. 3 out of 9 now. Ooh. What a fucking spot. Jeez, what a spot. What a spot. That's a cooler, but that's how it goes in this structure, man. It goes fast. The blinds are going up again in 2 minutes. I can't keep my head above 20 big blinds. It's like impossible. You get up to 40 bigs, and then, you know, 12 minutes later, you're back down to 20. All right, we got an all-in and a call up here. Ace 4 makes a straight, defeats the deuce 7 suited, which seems maybe a little ambitious. Maybe a bit ambitious, maybe. All right, here we go. Another final table. Yep. Just a day in the life, boys. Just a day in the life. Nice. All right, we got a bust out. That was fast, huh? That was fast. So we're at the final table. We got a quick bust out. All right, we got an ace-jack suited. I'm just going to shove. Being at the final table and all, we're not really trying to, like, induce. We're just trying to get it in. Oh, my goodness, jack. Oh, no, diamond. Ah, damn it. The runouts go so fucking fast on here, man. Give us a little bit of a sweat. It's like you have no time to react to everything. You see the jack, and it's like, holy shit, that's amazing. And then you see the king, and it's like, oh, I still have diamonds. And then it's quite the cooler to run into that hand from those positions. But I still have some chips, so maybe I'll, well, 6 a.m. here too, man. Maybe I'll run it back. Chip in a chair, right? I would have been like tied for 4th, so I wouldn't have been in great shape or anything, but I would have been in fine shape. Okay, well, let's just run it back with jacks here. No worries, no worries. My plan wasn't even to stream much today, and I've got a fucking 10-hour stream going here. I already have 2 outright wins today. I won the Magnum. I guess I chopped it heads up technically, but I won the flip for the extra amount. Come on. Yeah, I think the bar is higher than this for calling off. Sadly, I wish I could. I'd like to. Ace 4 suited, I'm in there, I think. I'd like to be able to call there. Blinds up. I have 4.5 bigs. Okay, this is a good hand at least. Please fold. Don't fucking shove this hand. Thank you. Fuck, that would have been tilting as hell if he shoved. Alright, let's win. Let's get called in double, or let's just get it through. Either one. Some sort of result that makes me still alive and winning the pot. Hold, please. God damn it. Oh, I mean, I won it 2 weeks ago, so I can't really complain, but fuck, man. That ace jack, if I just held, I mean, obviously I was behind pre, and then this one I was ahead pre. If I double there, I'm right back in business. That would have been still pretty short, but I would have been, you know, very live for more jumps. Still a very good year so far. We are just crushing everything this year, hitting it out of the park. Hopefully we can keep it up. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and we will be seeing you on Tuesday.